in 20 years' time, is this car still going to be relevant? Or are you going to see them on the road? The year is 2004 and Hyundai drops a banger. They release the Hyundai Tucson, a vehicle that was timed perfectly. It came just as the market was embracing SUVs, where people were looking for a vehicle with a bit of ground clearance that could take the family, load up the dog and go anywhere. The fact that it was reliable and affordable was just a bonus. So reliable, in fact, that in 2009, Consumer Reports rated the Hyundai Tucson as one of the most reliable vehicles. And it's easy to see, because you still see these on the road today. This is still a relevant car, 20 years after the fact. This example here has over 300,000 kilometers, and it's still going strong. And this gets me thinking about new cars today. Is the car that you're buying in 2025 still going to be around in 20 years' time? Is it still going to be relevant? Will it have 300,000 Ks on the clock? And this is the latest 4th generation Hyundai Tucson. Now, while it did release in 2022, 2025 sees it get a facelift, an update. They've changed the appearances ever so slightly. They've given it new bumpers, front and rear. They've really changed up that parametric front grille. It may look the same, but there's way more detail in it, and it's actually fascinating to look at. It still has the same parametric hidden LED headlights, and it's a lovely touch. I really like it. The wheels have changed. They're 19-inch alloy wheels on this N Line model. And then they've given the wheel arches body coloring, which makes the world of difference. The rest of the body is still the sharp geometric lines, which changes beautifully in different lighting conditions, and it's fascinating to look at. I like the styling of it. It's pretty attractive. But the biggest changes come to the interior. In the original 4th generation, the pre-facelift, the interior had a scalloped cockpit, so there was this curved area for the driver and this curved area for the passenger. And they've done away with that. They've now gone with this horizontal slab here and given it this beautiful dual screen, widescreen cockpit, just slightly curved. It's a really modern touch, but it brings it bang up to date. And it's the use of materials. They've got this fabric that breaks up the plastic and the leather, and it's used in a couple of novel places that you wouldn't ordinarily expect. And I think that's brilliant. It just adds a new dimension to things. Tech-wise, it's really great. You've got this digital driver display, and it's customizable, and you can change the theme. And it's got this minimalist theme. And while I don't ordinarily like minimalist themes, I really like this one. They've hit the nail on the head. It's so attractive. I prefer using this to the busier cluster. You've then also got a 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system. It's got a brilliant OS. The operating system is simplistic but feature-packed. It has everything you need with very little clutter. I like that. It's of course got wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, as well as wireless charging and plenty of USB-C ports. The interior is wonderfully spacious. It's got plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom, shoulder room, storage room, and you get a 539-litre boot before you fold the rear seats forward. Very practical. In keeping with the sensible theme, the Hyundai Tucson only comes with a 2-litre, but you need to choose whether that's going to be petrol or diesel. The entry-level model is a front-wheel drive 2-litre petrol. It then goes to the R20D, a diesel engine. This N Line is also only available in a diesel, but this one has all-wheel drive. This engine makes 137 kilowatts and 416 newton meters of torque, which is more than adequate. It's got drive modes here, and in sport mode, it actually gets rather peppy. It's pretty fun to drive. It sends the power to all 4 wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and it's wonderfully programmed. Everything about this drive is very agreeable. The suspension tuning is great, the brakes feel great, the steering weight feels great, the gearbox programming is lovely. It really is an enjoyable car to drive. I really like it. Hyundai claims that you can expect a combined cycle fuel consumption of 7.4 litres per 100 kilometres. Now, if you sit in a bit of stop-start traffic, it's going to hover around the 9 litres per 100 kilometre an hour mark. But as soon as you hit the open road, that 7.4 is well within reach. On the safety front, all the models get 6 airbags, ABS, traction control, EBD, the standard array. When you go up to this N Line model, then you get the advanced driver systems, and that includes blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. Overall, a pretty safe package. This N Line model only has a reverse camera, whereas competitors will have a 360-degree camera. Now, that's a slight omission, especially when you consider the price range. And that's the kicker. That's its Achilles heel. This R2.0D N Line all-wheel drive will cost you 859,900 Rand, and that's a little bit expensive. It doesn't have to be though, because that 2-litre front-wheel drive version sells for, and wait for this, 559,900 Rand, making it exceptionally competitive in today's market. When you consider some of the Chinese offerings at the same price point, well, you could now get a Hyundai Tucson instead. That is very, very attractive. And that brings me back to that initial question. Is this 4th generation still going to be relevant in 20 years' time? In 20 years, are we going to see as many of these on the road as what we're seeing of these now? Technology moves so fast that I don't think so. In 5 years' time, Apple CarPlay could be a redundant technology. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this though, so leave a comment down below. I want to thank you very much for watching this. If you have enjoyed it, please do like the video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.